That's it.
Thanks, Asaph.
Thanks,
and welcome to Wake Up Missoula. I'm your host, Scott Ranf.
I'm Noelle McFoy, and that was Asaph Adonai. Asaph, what song is that?
That is called The Surprise Symphony by Haydn. You'll see where it ties into our story later on.
Nice. That sounds good. Well, good morning, everyone. It's Friday. I hope you've all had a wonderful week.
Yes, this week has been quite interesting and insane with our summer camps. It was our very first summer camp of the week, and it ends today. But of course, let me just fix this.
It's been a great week, but also very long and tiring.
Yes.
I'm exhausted for sure.
Yeah, and I'm definitely glad it's over. But of course, then July is going to be filled with all these wonderful camps as well. That we'll be doing animation camp, and all the camps are full. All the camps are completely full. We're going to be working with these kids today. It's going to be the last day, and our big live show is happening at 5 p.m. this afternoon. So we'll get that all out there for you guys out in MCAT land. So I'll try to post the video on our webpage.
Yeah.
So it'll be great. And I have a video from this summer camp I want to show later today as well.
Nice.
But of course I also have Hallmark or Bullmark. But without further ado, I want to talk about weather, because the weather is a huge hot topic.
Yeah, it really is.
Pun intended, because it's going to get really, really hot this weekend. Imagine the lowest temperature in Missoula this weekend being 70 degrees, and then imagine how hot it's going to be. That's exactly what it's going to be like this weekend. And there is a hazardous heat warning happening this weekend. So if you guys are outside doing any activity, be sure to bring lots of water.
Yep, definitely. Yeah.
You need to hydrate.
Here's our weather.
So it's currently 57 degrees out right now. It's night. It feels warmer, and you can expect it to be in the highs of 95 today, and then tonight it's going to be 65 is the low. Saturday we are going to finally touch that 100-degree temperature.
Yes, we are.
If not today, it's going to feel like 100. That's for sure. And then Sunday it's going to get hotter, and then it'll start going back down again. But it usually takes a while to really start going down.
And it's only going down to the 90s anyway.
It'll be in the 90s for most of July.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume we might have another heat wave going on like we did in
013.
08.
1913.
Something like that. But didn't you say, like, in the newspaper there was Miles City?
Yeah. So the other day in the newspaper, it gives like the extreme highs and the extreme lows for the weather. And so it said the other day, I think it was a Wednesday, that it was 27 degrees in Miles City, Montana, where the hottest was 118 in Death Valley, California.
Miles City.
I was like, come on, Miles City.
Miles City's like the only place.
Where are you guys?
I think they hold the record of the most weather changes.
Yeah, it's just like in a little pocket of
weather.
Craziness.
Yeah.
Crazy weather.
If you can survive Miles Cities, you can survive pretty much anywhere.
You're gonna survive Antarctica. Pretty much, yeah.
But of course, I do have new programming happening on MCAT. So this is what's happening brand new on MCAT, and is the culinary competition from, it's the high school culinary competition. And this is Mayor John Engen giving his little address about the culinary schools.
Each year, as culinary arts teachers, these teams would not be here today but for their ongoing leadership and dedication. So if those folks would please come to the front and be recognized as well. Audrey Nichols, ladies and gentlemen, has been with Missoula County Public Schools for the last 19 years, which is about how long it took me to get through grade school, and has been teaching culinary arts at Hellgate for 12 years, and although Audrey was not a coach in this year's competition, she was an active member of the planning committee. Audrey had to leave today. She's not with us, but we wanted to acknowledge Audrey's efforts. Mary Fillmore began teaching at Missoula County Public Schools in 2000 and is the family and consumer science teacher at Big Sky High School. Mary used extra creativity and collaboration this year by including a skilled Big Sky student photographer to assist with team pictures. So thank you very much, Mary.
Wow, that sounds cool. Oh,
yeah.
Fade to black.
But yeah, we are all, that's what's happening on Saturday night. But there's just really not much happening with programming. The only thing that's new that's happening tonight is our live cut-in of all the movies we've made with this summer camp. And I do have a little video I do want to show from Raptors of the Rocky. This was shot and edited by the kids. I probably already added like 2 clips, and then I suggested that they add like titles and credits.
Yeah.
And I found them a cool credits that's like, oh wow, that's like Terminator. And yeah.
Cool.
So here, without further ado, here is a little taste of the bald, actually not just the bald, but also the golden eagles of Raptors of the Rockies. So check it out.
They'll be cool. You can't play around. Oh, that's where I get into challenge for sure.
Around for a while. There's no retiring from this job.
All right.
Wow, good job,
Thank those kids.
They did a great job at editing that.
Yep,
Nice.
short, sweet, and then like one of the kids just like, I'm done. And I was like, are you sure you're done?
Yeah.
And like one of the kids is like, I can't stay on task. Well, they didn't say that, but they pretty much meant to say it.
It's very interesting watching like how short their attention spans are and how
Oh, it's
short
terrible.
like they get distracted so easily.
Yeah, horribly easily, for sure. I mean, if without those little games that they concentrate on, they just blow up and go crazy.
Yep. I know.
Like I mean, like especially like the one kid who like uses his ADHD as an excuse. It was just like, you don't need to use it as an excuse. You can use it to. You can learn to use it to your advantage.
Exactly.
And I told him that. It was just like, hello, and then he just ran away. It's like, no, dude, don't give me any excuses. Like you can't give me any excuses. Like everybody feels that way.
I have
Especially at that age.
ADHD. I'm fine. I just have a lot of energy and I channel it in a different way. Yeah. Terrible excuse.
Yeah. I mean, from what I hear, it's like boys are always the hardest when they're younger because they're just like
so out
of all this energy and you get crazy.
I've heard that too. Yeah. But we're switching gears now. We're going to go over to events.
Yes.
So
Let's talk about what's happening today
Got your full weekend events. Okay, cool. Yeah, so starting this morning, we've got Tiny Tales at the Missoula Public Library starting at 10:30 this morning. This is for babies ages birth through 3 years, and they, sing songs and finger plays and nursery rhymes and hear stories. It's usually held in the large meeting room, and it signs will be posted if it's held elsewhere. Family story time is going on at the Missoula Public Library about the same time at 10:30. Oh, excuse me. This is a themed story time on the Dragon Rug, which may include songs and an art activity. Spectrum Discovery area, they've got optics and senses, so their discovery bench is optics, and then their brain lab is senses. That starts at 11 a.m. today. Face painting is going on at the Children's Museum of Missoula at the same time from 11 to 12. And yarns is going on at the Missoula Public Library at noon. This is for all crocheters and knitters to get together and gossip and craft and eat your lunch. That's usually in the boardroom in the library. And then the Teen Writers group is at the Missoula Public Library starting at 3:30. This is for teen writers who needed some inspiration and or feedback. And they'll play games and write stories and eat some chocolate usually. Yeah, starts at 3:30 and goes until 5:30. And then there's traditional Irish music at the Union Club starting at 6. Margot Clinker will be at the Imagination Brewing Company starting at 6. Family Friendly Friday with Andrea Harsa will be at the Top Hat Lounge at 6. And so this weekend or tonight is the Garden City River Rod Run, and so that's the Hot Rod Show. So that starts at 5 p.m. tonight. So it'll be Friday and Saturday, the whole weekend. They'll have over 200 classic and hot rod cars, and then so the local show and shine will take place from 5 to 9 in Caris Park. And then at 9, from 9 to 10, there will be a Cruisin' Higgins parade, and so all the cars will go up and down Higgins Avenue. Yeah. So admission is free, of course. Yeah. And then we've got some music for tonight. So Tracings and Pale People will be at the Zootown Arts Community Center starting at 8 p.m. this evening. Danica and Baby Tiger will be at Monk's at 9. Foxy Friday will be at the Badlander at 9. The Marshall McLean Band will be at the Palace at 9. Showdown will be at the Sunrise Saloon at 9:30. Band in Motion will be at the Union Club at 9:30. The John Adam Smith Band will be at the Top Hat Lounge at 10. And the Gooch Palms Partygoers More will be at the Real Lounge at 10. Yeah, so that's what's going on for Friday. Up next, we've got Asaph segments. We're going to switch gears over to him.
All right, I'm going to start out with a demonstration. I want you to listen to this melody I'm doing. Okay, now I'm going to do that melody again and I'm going to speed it up. And the reason I'm making that demonstration is because that's what I want you to listen to as we show this first clip. Go ahead, show the first clip.
HR pop and step, who's your friend when things get rough? HR pop and step, can't do a little cause you can't do enough. Once upon a summertime, just a dream from yesterday, a boy in his magic golden flute heard a boat from.
Can you hear that melody?
Come and play with me, Jimmy, come and play with me, and I will take you on.
That is based on Haydn's Surprise Symphony. That melody.
But the boat belonged to a kooky old witch who had in mind the flute to snitch. From her broom broom in the sky, she watched her plan materialize. She waved her wand.
You'll see where this is leading. This is a very short intro here.
The sea grew rough and the boat sailed on and on and on and on and on and on.
I kind of remember this because
there's our melody, Haydn's Surprise Symphony again, coming up.
And as the boy was fighting back, he called his rescue racer crew as often they'd rehearsed, and off to save the boy they flew.
But who would get there first?
But now the boy had washed ashore. Puff arrived to save the day, which made the witch so mad.
this is
So weird.
Like,
Yeah, you'll see where I'm leading when this is finished here.
HR puff and step, who's Puffin Stuff. He's your friend when things get rough. HR Puffin Stuff.
Now, let's talk about this show for a second. This is a puppetry show from the past called HR Puffin Stuff. And this is the first children's television show that had life-size puppets, like our character HR Puffin Stuff.
It seems very like the idea of the show is just like where the wild things are. Like a kid's on a boat and then he gets into a magical world.
Okay, yeah, here's the synopsis of the show to sort of fly over. That little boy, he's our person we're talking about. His name was Jack Wilde. He was a famous child actor, second probably to Shirley Temple. And he plays this character named Jimmy who has a talking flute, a golden talking flute. And there's a witch on an island called Living Island that wants that flute. So what the witch does is she puts that boat out there, the talking boat, tells the boy he's going to take him on a trip. And so when the boy gets on the boat hijacks him, takes him to Living Island anyway, with the witch waiting for him. But HR Puffin Stuff, the mayor of Living Island, gets wind of the story, so he comes to the boy's rescue and defends him from the witch. And he takes the boy in. The mayor takes the boy in, and of course the witch has no power over the cave that HR Puffin Stuff lives in. Now the reason I'm bringing all this up is because the actor, Jack Wilde, he was very famous, and he was a famous English actor, best remembered for his screen productions of Oliver. And he won Academy Award nomination as Best Supporting Actor at the age of 16 for The Artful Dodger in Oliver, as well as the BAFTA Award, Golden Globe nomination as Most Promising Newcomer. Now show that second clip there, and I'll conclude this.
What can I do for you?
Please, sir, the witch tricked us here to your island to steal Freddy, and we want to escape.
Who? The witch! The witch! You know, the ugly lady with the broom. Who? The witch! That's who! I know that! Anyway, these two young fellas want to go home. Now, Judy the Frog knows the secret way off Living Island. But the witch has captured her, and...
Who?
Now, don't
Looks like a young Davy Jones.
Judy the Frog.
How long did this show go on for?
It went on for about a year. It didn't last very long, but it did work at the time. And there's the magic flute we just saw. And that's what the witch wanted, was the magic flute, so HR Puffin Stuff protects him and the flute throughout the entire series.
Looks like it had a fairly high production value for its time.
Yeah, it was, I think it was groundbreaking. But see, this, and Noelle, you'll find this interesting here. Now that owl always said, "Is there a doctor in the house?" when he would be coming up with ideas. But Noelle, where I think you'll find this interesting, Jack Wilde was discovered by a woman named June Collins, who happens to be the mom of Phil Collins. And because, you know, June Collins was a theatrical agent at the time. And of course, Phil Collins goes on to perform with the group Genesis and then becomes a vocal artist on his own. But Jack Wilde, after getting those nominations for The Artful Dodger, he was paid a staggering $1 million to play that character on HR Puffin Stuff. Wow. And that was considered unheard of.
Yeah, it's completely unheard of. No wonder it only lasted a year.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, $1 million. And then they probably even asked for more money after the first year. And it's like, oh, well, we spent all the money on the fake island and the giant monsters.
Yeah, the
it's like,
island.
We can't pay you anymore.
But I just wanted to share that little delightful story about the early career of actor Jack Wilde. He was a fun English actor, and of course HR Puffin Stuff was a lot of fun to watch. Just imaginary. And it was always good over evil, with good always winning. The same scenario, same plot week after week, as long as that series lasted.
Nice.
So that's the history of HR Puffin Stuff and the actor Jack Wilde.
That sounds awesome. Thanks, Asaph. That's very interesting. And so did he go on to act in other things?
Yeah, he did in his time. He died relatively young, but in his time he was considered quite the successful child actor.
Nice. Cool. Cool. Thank you.
All right. Well, that was Musical Notes with Asaph.
Yes, it was.
We'll be right back right after this PSA.
camp right now, and over the past summer, we've had many of them, so many that I can't keep track. And during these camps, we've had groups making movies all day long. It's a really great thing. And you can sign your child up today. The thing is, MCAT camps are amazing and fun, and everyone loves them. So, if you're thinking of camps to put your child in this summer to get them away from you, choose MCAT, because we know what we're doing, I think. And everything is just spectacular. Here I am, cat. Here I am, cat. Everything is cool. Here I am, cat. Here I am, cat. Everything is cool with a K.
Hello.
Hey, we're back. And Noelle has a bunch of weekend events.
Yes.
And that's all I'm going to say because I'll let her do all the talking now.
Thanks, Scott. Up next, I got your weekend events. Okay, so Saturday, tomorrow, Farmers Market is at the Red X's from 8 to 1. People's Market is on the corner of Spruce and Higgins from 9 to 2. And then the Clark Fork Market is at Caris Park from 8 to 1. There is a Great Burn Study volunteer trip that starts at 8 a.m. out in the Great Burn Wilderness. So it's for the weekend, the 27th, 28th. They're going to explore the heart of the proposed Great Burn Wilderness via Cache Creek. It's moderately difficult. There's a 14-mile hike. Call 207-450-4969 to get more information, or else you can just go to greatburnstudygroup.org. There is a Blackfoot River Challenge starting at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow down at the Blackfoot River. They are having downriver sprint and slalom something race. Some races. It's a non-perishable food driver and a fundraiser, so get on down to the Blackfoot River. I'm sure that there are other websites that you can look up to find out more information about this. It starts at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. At Shakespeare & Company, it's Jill Corin and Natalie Petiers. And they will be reading from their new books. Jill Corn will be reading from her new book, The Work of the Body. And then Natalie Patriers will be reading from her book, Blackbirds. Blackbird's Blue Horse, starting at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Natural Grocer, starting at 3 p.m. is having a discussion, a health discussion called The Power of Probiotics. So they will just teach you all about probiotics and how they can really benefit your life and your body and how great they are for your stomach.
Well, I'm interested in conbiotics.
What's conbiotics?
Opposite of pro.
Not probiotics, yeah.
Pro. See, that would be interesting to learn. Those what is killing you?
Mm-hmm. Conbiotics.
Well, it's usually things that are stuffed with butter.
Usually.
Pound cake. It's like 90% butter in pound cake.
I love butter.
Yeah, pound cake. Yeah, 90% butter.
Butter goes great with everything.
But what I do with butter is I
yes, let's hear this.
Yeah, I buy it and then I put it in the cupboard, and then eventually I do take it out of the cupboard and then I just throw it away.
Ah, yeah.
Because it gets old.
Scott loves his butter, his cupboard butter.
Cupboard butter.
Cupboard
but you're not supposed to put it in the
butter.
fridge.
You're not?
No, it's supposed to be just room temperature, and you put it in a little plate with a little top on.
But then you never use it because you forget about it.
Because it's in the cupboard.
Cupboard butter.
Yep. Then it takes the trash.
Well, if you guys would like any cupboard butter, Scott can be reached at 452 MCAT.
452.
Is it 456?
It's 542.
Ah, that was close. Okay, all right, moving on. Okay, so at the Clay Studio of Missoula tomorrow, starting at 5 p.m., there's an artist lecture. Adrienne Arleo is going to be showing some of her work, some of her clay figure work. It's pretty sweet. So she often combines her ideas with animal imagery and other elements of the natural world. Excuse me. Her work is featured in the Figure in Montana exhibit at the Clay Studio. And so I have a picture of what one of her artworks is like and what she likes to make. It's pretty sweet. So
that's like
this is the artist, yeah, kind of like a
Medusa with fawns in her hair.
Yeah.
Or are those moose?
Something. I think they're fawns.
Oh. I don't know. I mean, it's just like one of them has a curved nose that kind of looks like it could be a young antlerless or Oh, it could be female.
Yeah. So her artist lecture will be at the Clay Studio tomorrow starting at 5. The lecture will start exactly at 5:15. Yeah. Oh, and it's free and open to the public. Bob Mizvolek is going to be at the Draftworks Brewing Company tomorrow at 6 p.m. performing some music. And then at the Roxy Theater, there is a Grease sing-along. So you can belt out your favorite Grease tunes with Sandy and Danny with the help of on-screen lyrics. Sounds great. So that's at the Roxy starting at 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. And then out at Sky Ranch, there's Community Rising. Sky Ranch is located at 28 Rock Creek out in Clinton, Montana. And Sky Ranch, so they're doing sharing rhythm, inviting song and dance, inspiring unity and energizing our spirit. Bring drums, didgeridoos, percussion instruments, and your wild nature. They're just gonna get kind of crazy out there. That starts at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow. And then we've got a bunch of music for tomorrow night. So, starting at 8 p.m., there is Mascaras, Pale People, and Javier Ryan will be at the Zootown Arts Community Center.
That sounds fancy.
Yeah. There's a drag show at the Palace at 9. Absolutely with Chris Moon Monte Carlo will be at the Badlander at 9. Oregon and the Nth Power will be at the Top Hat Lounge at 9. The campaign tour, Wildcard with Overtime and Farch will be at Monks at 9. Yeah. Jansen and Dirt Money will be at Stage 112 at 9.
Jansen? Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Jansen.
Jansen and Dirt Money. Monkey. Dirt Monkey.
Oh, Dirt Monkey. Okay. Sorry, we butchered that. Country Boogie Boys.
With a 7
Bo
instead of an
Sevens.
S?
Country Boogie
With
Bo
a Y.
Sevens. We have the Sunrise Saloon.
Bo Sevens?
No, it's Country Boogie Boys. People just give their band some crazy names, and I'm like, calm
they spell
down.
it terribly.
Calm down. And then Bent Knee Peculiar Patriots will be at Stage 112 at 10. Whatever.
Peculiar Patriots?
Peculiar
Bent Knee
Patriots.
Peculiar Patriots.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, and then I have Sunday events, which I normally don't have Sunday events, but I thought that there were some notable things going on Sunday that I wanted to talk about. Most of the time there's not much going on Sunday anyway, but starting at 10 a.m. on Sunday is the Summer Missoula Maid Fair. This is an alternative outdoor arts and crafts market downtown on the riverfront in Caris Park. Yeah, so they'll have 100 local and regional artists making unique one-of-kind creations. They'll have a non-profit activity area, mama feeding zone, local food and beverages, and other artists and crafters.
You know what would be, like, that kind of reminds me, we're a non-profit. Why aren't we out there selling our stuff?
I don't know.
We have a bunch of great programs from the history. We can always be like, you know, like Time Warner. Time Warner always says World War II. We can always do like early 90s.
MCAT, yeah, early 90s MCAT, yeah.
We can get, like, we can make a bunch of random programs from the vault. We can put it in a brown paper bag and we can sell it for like $10, and it's a compilation of old MCAT stuff. And
That's
it's
a good
like,
idea.
Yeah. And it's like, what is it? It's the mystery bag. So over 25 years of MCAT's programming, and you get to see.
That'd be hilarious.
Wouldn't that be?
Yeah, we need to do that. Yeah, we do.
And of course, you know, like we have the Wilderness Issues lecture series. We can do the box set of that, do that kind of thing. There's so many options with that. It's like, buy it now.
God, we could.
We should do it.
We need to market on this.
Yeah, listen, Laura, we're doing that.
Yeah, Laura, are you listening? Box sets.
Box sets. And then we do PSAs. It's like, hey.
PSA sets.
Yeah.
PSA box sets.
Now in HD. And full color. Do exactly like the Time Warner.
Yeah, we should.
See people standing and talking. Sitting and talking.
At events from the 90s.
Clapping.
Remember that one?
And podiums. Podiums.
Do you remember that one video that we saw where that guy was like, looked like he was like a person from now that went back into time? We saw this one video, and this guy looked like he could have been someone from today. And it was made in the 90s. Remember he had that like sweatshirt with like some funny saying, and he had like a beard and some
He was
glasses.
just ahead of his time.
Yeah, ahead of his time in the 90s. He looks like someone from today. It's kind of like a time warp.
Well, you know, Missoula is kind of a time warp.
It's not real. Okay, moving on. My last few events. There's Art on Tap at Montgomery Distillery on Sunday starting at 2 p.m. And it's for people to come together and be led by an art instructor, and they'll be doing painting. Yeah, so it'll be a blank canvas to ready to hang art. starting at 2 p.m.
What? Hang art what?
Art.
Art. Okay. Oh, is that what art is?
That heart sizzling.
Oh, okay.
So hot. And then there is Strangled Darlings will be at Draftworks Brewing Company, which is totally a band. So that starts at 5. They'll be playing some music. And then at the Roxy Theater, they're having a Himalaya screening. And so this is to raise funds to benefit communities in Nepal that were devastated by catastrophic... By earthquakes. Yeah, by earthquakes.
It's a big, huge earthquake that happened in
and then they also had recent landslides too. So all proceeds would go to the Adler Development Group, which has done community-based healthcare, education, and infrastructure building projects in collaboration with local villagers since 1998. Yeah. So that starts at 5.
And I had a friend who interned there, and she told me kind of like their government's corrupt. I mean, some government's corrupt, and then like they cut corners on building codes and stuff like that. A lot of issues that Nepal had, it was very similar to Haiti. You know, like the building infrastructure, and even like landslides are usually caused by like too much liquid in the soil. That's why the trees, you know, like when they removed all the trees in Haiti, the land became a little more, I mean, landslides were more common because of that.
Yeah, it's too bad. Yeah. Well, on to our next event for Sunday. There's a Foot Pong Kickstarter launch starting at 5 p.m. at the Imagination Brewing Company. Foot Pong is a cross between soccer and tennis. So they are going to try to, present their Kickstarter goal. And you can find out what Foot Pong is. That starts at 5 at Imagination Brewing Company on Sunday.
That's interesting. I'm just excited that there is an Imagination Brewing Company.
Yeah.
That's what I'm excited about.
Yeah. There's a West Side Community Feast at Burn Street Community Center at 6 p.m. on Sunday. This is free barbecue to celebrate the launch of the Double Snap Dollar programs, which we had Amanda and Terry on here a few weeks ago to talk about. And then there's some music. Tyler the Creator and Taco of Odd Future will be at the Top Hat Lounge at 8. And it's $30. And then Jazz Martini Night is at the Badlander at 9, and it's free. So those are your weekend events. As always, you can check out MissoulaEvents.net. You can check out the newspaper, the Independent, the university's website, even just the internet in general. There's always things going on. And yeah, or you could just watch our show again. We've started to air a second time.
At 2 p.m. in the afternoon, the day of our shows.
So if you miss it this morning, you can always catch it later in the afternoon.
Which is awesome.
Yes.
But of course, we'll be back with Hallmark or Bullmark right after this short PSA.
I'm Montana Hope.
I am Montana Hope.
I am Montana Hope.
For the last 30 years, the Montana Hope Project has been granting wishes to Montana children who face life-threatening illnesses.
I'm Montana Hope.
To make a donation and help their wishes come true, please visit montanahope.org.
We are Montana Hope.
911, operator 901. Where's the emergency?
127 Brynmere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushroom.
You know you've called 911. This is an emergency line.
Do you know how long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
Hey, we're back. And of course, we have our very, very favorite segment. It's called Hallmark or Bullmark. All right, this next thing. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Jessica is a high-powered lawyer who thinks she knows everything, but when it comes to love, she's held in contempt. When work at the... See that joke? Yeah. Like, no reaction. Anyways, when work at the office increases her chance Oh wait. Oh wait. When work at the office increases, her chances at romance begin to shrink as she sees the last of her friends get engaged to her high school sweetheart. Things only get more difficult when her boss decides to retire and she has a chance to make partner, but not the partner she thinks. Can she find a way to fight outside of court for the one that got away? And this is called Love is Blind. Kind of like, you know, Justice is Blind, that kind of thing. So what do you guys think? Is this, for guys who don't know, this game is called Hallmark or Bullmark. I read a synopsis from a Hallmark original movie, or do I? And then you guys have to decide whether or not it is a real Hallmark original movie or is complete bull honky, as I call it, Bullmark. What do you guys think?
I don't know. Say Bullmark.
You say Bullmark?
Yeah.
I'm going to agree.
You guys are correct.
Yes! Woo!
Okay, here's the next one. Newtown is celebrating its 150 years, and Audrey is up to the task of planning the best anniversary for her small town. Arbery is an event planner who's been living in the big city next door, but when she thinks she knows what's good for her small town, it isn't that great. She must figure out how to trace back her roots to make this the best small town anniversary ever! Exclamation point.
Ever.
Is this called, and this movie is called The Home Next Door. Is this a Hallmark original movie or is this complete Bullmark?
Bullmark.
You think it's Bullmark?
Yep.
I'm going to say it's real.
Alright. I'm just enjoying this song too much. Okay, it is Bullmark.
Yes, I was right. 2 for 2.
2 for 2, good job.
Woo!
Noelle McAvoy,
Thanks.
host of Wake Up Missoula.
Why,
and-
thank you, my other host at Wake Up Missoula, Scott Ranf.
And to find out more information about Wake Up Missoula and how to play Hallmark or Bullmark, you can log on to wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. You scroll down here, you click on the Play Hallmark or Bullmark game. You can also like us on our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. But there's also something else that you can follow.
You can also like Missoula Community Access Television on Twitter, as well as MCAT on Facebook. And to find out more information about MCAT, you can like us on Facebook and go to our website, mcat.org, where you will find all of the information that you could ever want to about us.
Definitely.
Yeah. But thanks for tuning in, you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Stay hydrated, put that sunscreen on, get your fans out.
Yep.
Keep your pets indoors. It's going to be a hot one, for sure. But we'll see you Monday. Thanks, everyone.